Firstly, I can tell the woman empowerment that is a sound great because woman has achieved a lot of things in their life and they are equal as a boy and they can do the that much task which boy can do. You can see the girls are in every sector which was not earlier. And if I talk about the women's condition in before 1947 and after 1947, so that time woman was like she was at home, she used to do the house chores work, she was not let go to outside and do the further studies, she was not educated. So the condition, I have many questions which I want to ask you
Yeah,
regarding the conversation regarding the English. So shall I start?
yeah, sure, sure. Why not? You're welcome.
So JD, as you stay in a rural area where you do not get up time, so how do you manage your spoken journey over there?
Yeah, it is all about priority, I believe. If you have a priority that you want to improve your communication, then it doesn't matter, right? Whether you live in a rural area or whether you're living in city, you always find a time for learning, right? So even I was working, in a company, till I was managed to get a time. So, I was going to work around 8 o'clock in the morning. So I used to wake up 6 o'clock for especially for doing practice. Okay. So it is about your priority. Suppose your priority is making money, so you will focus only on making money. But on the other hand, if you want to improve your communication, so that's going to be your priority. If it is your priority, then you will find a way. You will find a speaking partner, even you're going to live in rural area. So yeah, I think it is about the mindset as well. What is your passion? What do you love exactly? So that at that particular thing you're going to improve. So there is no doubt about it.
This is a silly question, but still I want to ask you, why do you want to improve your communication skill and why do you want to learn this language? What is the reason behind that?
That- Yeah, that's very interesting question, I believe, because many of the students have specific reason they want to learn English in order to crack the interviews, right? They want to get a job. So that's the reason they want to learn English. Okay, I think basic English, so they can have a normal conversation with the interviewer, right? So in order to crack the, but in my case, I like the language. I like the sound of it. I like, when I talk to you, right now I'm talking to you, the confidence I like. So I just want to be a better version of me. So it is about like in the passion, something I like to do. Like people have different hobbies. Some people like to play cricket, that's their hobby. Some people like to, draw and etc. and etc. In my case, I like to improve my communication skill. So it has been more than I think 3-4 years I have been learning English language, and I have been I think quite consistent. Yeah, some of the days I took a break because of some festivals came arrived at doorstep, or you could say I was under the weather. At that time I took a break, but most of the days I was being consistent.
So, what's your opinion regarding the consistency? Be, without consistency, we'll be not able to speak like a native.
Like when we talk about the consistency, so we have to think about it, right? See, when you going to be disciplined about something, which means that you're going to force right yourself. Okay, discipline means you had to do something. Okay, you had to wake up in the morning and lift some weights. You had to morning wake up in the morning and go for walking in order to exercise. Yeah, so it should be habit. See, like if you have a habit, means you're going to be habitual of something, right? Suppose I have 100 friends who speaks with me in English only. Okay, so I don't have an option because right now I have an environment. So I'm going to talk to people only in English, right? So it's all about habit. So when it's come to language learning, I think environment is very important. Okay, so to be frankly, I'm telling you that I have caught up so many people who don't speak English. Okay, I just see I'm maintaining relationship with them, but I'm not talking to them. How much I was talking to them before. So it's all about like making new friends who speak English, who are sharing the same habit as you do, right? Interest as you do. So it's about like priority, as I
So,
said
how
previously.
time do you give for entire day to enhance your English?
Let me think about it. Okay. 1 hours for speaking, sometimes 2 hours of speaking, and most of the time I like to watch videos on YouTube. Okay, I have subscribed many English vloggers. Okay,
Okay.
on YouTube channel, and I have whenever I feel tired, whenever I feel uh, that I'm not done my listening, so I watch YouTube channels. I watch videos on YouTube, and those videos I make sure 95% at least I will be watching in English. So uh,
Okay.
you know it's going to be like listening training.
Okay. It means you are putting your time a lot to enhance this language and just publish that language, right? Polish
See,
your this kind of language.
yeah, actually, I like, I over these years I've developed, this habit to watching videos, watching movies in English, right? And it has been like two years. I haven't watched many Hindi, movies, Bollywood movies. I think I watched like 4 5 movies. That's it in 2 years. But
Okay.
95% I watch, Hollywood movies. Even I don't understand completely. Still, I managed to like comprehend these movies like 70 or 75%. Rest of 25% I just guess. Okay, so it's a fun, it's kind of challenge you can keep for yourself.
But JT, you have that much in understanding. You have understood 75% of that content of this particular movie. So it means you can just put extra effort to understand the 100% of that movie content.
Yeah, I don't push myself too much. Okay, if I don't understand, okay, if I suppose if I'm reading book and if I don't understand, I let it go. Okay, maybe I look it up a word. If I feel some words are very interesting, very like eye catching, sound is also going to be very good. So I just look it up. I Google it, and I don't write it down. Okay. Previously, I used to write it down everything in a notebook, but it didn't work for me, right? So now at this point, what I was doing exactly that I just you know I don't pushing myself to like memorize stuffs because of
Oh,
only learning purpose. No, I don't studying hard. Like I just want to go with the flow. You know, go with the flow. Just want to talk to you while talking to you, I'm gonna focus on conversation. I just trying to enjoy the conversation, right? So many with many people as well.
well, that's a great. The activities which you are performing because you know that your ability, what kind of activity you can do to enhance your skill, which you are
I-
doing it.
I'm on. I'm right now. I'm at the stage where, from where I can achieve my advanced level, right? So for that, I need to be more fluent. I know very well right now, no one is perfect. Like when we talk about my friend circle, we all are learning English, right? According, including you. So we just trying to do best that we have to be consistent and we don't have to get pressure because if you get a pressure, you will burn out, right? If you get a pressure, you will not learn freely. And once you don't learn freely, learning process will go down. I mean, you will learn very slowly, right? So
Oh,
there should be like a free mind. So
exactly.
I always have a free mindset about it. If I don't understand, I will ask person, okay, what does it mean, that vocabulary what you're using right now, what does it mean, can you explain? Okay, so I can ask them. I don't want to sound like, oh, I know everything, no. So humility is very important when it's come to learning, that I believe.
I have watched your many videos on YouTube which you have uploaded. There are many solo video along with
Yeah,
some conversation
yeah,
video which I
yeah.
have liked a lot. Which I have liked a lot. When you start sharing your point of view, how to enhance your skill, this kind of method which can make me realize how much time do you give to learn this language and how much good at you. I can say this thing after completing the graduation, if you are good at in this particular language, it means you are heads off the things. So I really appreciate you.
Okay. I first of all that you mentioned that I have completed my graduation. Did you say
Yeah,
that?
I
I haven't completed my graduation, okay? So I don't want to misguide, mislead my audience. I completed my 12th, then I dropped out of my college. Okay. Yeah.
so
And I,
why you drop out your college? Didn't you get the interest to do the
yeah,
further study?
it was bit difficult, complicated, I cannot say that I wasn't interested, okay? At that time, I wasn't working. I didn't have that much money. And I didn't like the, especially, what was the reason I didn't like the environment of the college? Okay.
Okay.
I didn't like my, classmates. I didn't like anything. Like I had a different interest at that time. So I decided, why am I wasting my time, you know, in school? I know degree is very important. If you want to get a job, degree is important. You have to complete. But at that time,
Exactly.
I had different mindset.
Okay, so you had a different mindset due to the boys' egoness which you had at that moment. You did not get the
No,
interest
I
to
didn't
be
feel
the
good. Honestly, in
college.
my class, I didn't feel good, and that's first I dropped out of my college. Okay, and I didn't actually suppose I was very good at studying. Then definitely I would have worked somewhere for a half day, and I managed some money, and I would have completed my graduation. But I didn't complete because of I honestly I wasn't interested in studies.
So have you decided to do the MBA? Have you decided to complete your graduation now?
No, no, no. In future
Okay,
also, I'm not going to complete. Let's work on YouTube channel for a couple of years, and I'm sure it is like just if you have the right perspective. So exactly what exactly I'm doing right now, I'm also it is kind of course, right? Like when you talk about working on YouTube, it is also kind of course that you're learning so many things within 2 years. So that exactly I'm doing right now. After 2 years, I will be making money, right? So many course require lots of money you have to pay to them, right? Like 2-3 lakhs rupees, 5 lakh, depending on in which course are you pursuing, from where you're pursuing. So I'm learning right now. I'm on my own, I'm helping myself only to learn this and that, like how to make a thumbnail, how to make a interesting conversation. I know it is like just starting point. I'm just starting off making videos with people, but within 2 years, I know very well that my communication will take off, and
yeah,
yeah, I will be doing good on YouTube.
definitely. You are putting your extra time to learn this kind of skills and then you can upload it. So one day you will achieve that much success which you are dreaming every single day. And for that you are putting your heart and soul to complete the task every single day.
Mhm. Tell me something about what do you do in your spare time? What activities you like to do?
I'm fond of reading the books, which I do if I get a time. So I start reading the books, along which I try to just watch some comedian video, which would be in English and Hindi both. Along with I try to play the music and I try to sing a song over that music, which can
Oh,
make me happy in my spare time.
all right, all right, okay, that's good to know. And you just mentioned that you like to read a book in your spare time, right? So how many books so far have you read?
I have read so far 10 to 12 books so far,
10
and
to 20 books. Okay, in between you have read.
10 to 12 books I have read so far.
Okay, and which one is your favorite so far? You've been to like very, you got much knowledge from the book. Which one?
I can simply say if somebody wants to know about which book I have liked a lot, so that is Ikigai, which I have started reading again because that book have given me the positive mindset to do the work with enthusiasm and with the purpose for the long life. So the method which I have learned I'm just adopting my day to day life. So I love that book a lot. And I have started reading again that book.
And what do you think about like it is like an out of like it is not like a following question. Still, I like to ask you, what do you think about like a woman empowerment? Like you're a woman, right? So I think having very good points here. So could you share with me what do you think about it, this topic?
Firstly, I can tell the woman empowerment that is a sound great because woman has achieved a lot of things in their life and they are equal as a boy and they can do the that much task which boy can do. You can see the girls are in every sector which was not earlier. And if I talk about the women's condition in before 1947 and after 1947, so that time woman was like she was at home, she used to do the house chores work, she was not let go to outside and do the further studies, she was not educated, so the condition was not up to the mark and people had a dilemma if they went outside, they got that much education, so they will stand for herself. So due to which their
Mhm.
family didn't allow, and time changed, and you know time flies quickly, so that time has changed, and now the parents they are supporting the both child, either they are girl and boy, they give the same education, and girls they have that much confidence, they have that much potential to do the same work the boys are working, and they feel. I'll tell one thing here, women empowerment makes a woman more and more happy to achieve their goal. They can share his point of view regarding parents, regarding social, regarding the workplace, but it does not make sense that without man they can't do. The
Mhm.
man that more than important than the woman. Women can work, but where it is required for men, they can do. And there is a safety
Yeah.
issue which we are
Mhm.
having it with a
Mhm.
woman.
Okay. So right now you're working. So at your workplace, how much safe do you feel? And how much do you feel that you're getting respect from your colleagues?
Allow me 1 minute here. Yeah. So I would like to tell you where I have been working. I feel 95% safe myself in that. Yeah, you can hear the sound of sailor. Yeah. So I can get a 95% safety over there. And if I talk about my colleagues, they provide the same equality which man can get it. We can get a same position. So we do not
Mhm.
feel discomfort over there as a woman.
Okay. So you mentioned 95% you feel safe. Why that 5% you don't feel safe?
See, because I can't give the 100% to be safe over there, because sometimes we you can see the one fish can put the entire pot dirty, so that would be the same idioms can be suit over there. There would be the some toxic people, they are not have that much courage to say anything to you, but while seeing them you feel discomfort with them.
Uh,
So
mm.
that would be the one kind of exception cases are there.
How do you deal with such a toxic people at workplace?
Firstly, it is like achieving the target in your life, because when you start ignoring the people who are sitting next to you, so that means you have achieved the one step ahead. And toxic people can be ignored by easily, just avoid him. Do not try to be indulge in his any single activity, try to just ignore as much as you can, and try to show yourself whatsoever you are doing, I'm not feeling bad, and you can just backbiting of mine, I'll not feel bad. So that would
Yeah.
be the reason.
In my case, what happened, like I'm very good at it, cutting off people from my life. If I hang out with someone and I don't feel good with them, I don't like their vibe, you know, after hanging out with them, I feel, oh my God, so much energy dropped, you know, it drained my literal energy. If I feel bad vibe, then I will stop talking them. Okay. I will say hi and bye, but I will not try to interact with them as much as possible. So
That
that
person
exactly.
is
So it
worthy.
is all about my peace of mind. Peace of mind is very important. That's why I trying to get rid of such a people. If I
Yeah.
hang out with them and if I feel bad, I will not feel that kind of vibe. I will not interact with them. So I limiting so many people from my life right now. So I'm very careful with whom I'm talking with to whom I'm going to give more important, right? And from whom I'm going to learn, right? Because I always ask myself, is it my priority talking to this person? What exactly I'm getting out of it, right? Right now I'm talking to you, I'm improving my communication. Right now I'm talking to many of my friends in order to enhance my communication. So I will ask what exactly I'm going to get out of this in a conversation, right? So toxic people always like that. They like to stab you behind your back, right? Like they always kind of figure it out your mistakes. So I don't
Exactly.
like that kind of people in my life. So it is better to avoid them, keep distance as much as possible, keep distance from them. That
Bird
exactly
sing
stays.
behind you.
That's a craven. I like, what's the bird?
You must
Craven?
say you are enjoying your villages because people have the dream to be find such kind of peace which you are getting in your village.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's a crow over there. And there are so many crows in my village.
Okay.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I have that kind of mindset when the crow is crowing. So at that time, we think somebody is trying to come at your home. So that kind of prospect, that kind of uh,
Hmm. Hmm.
things was said by my mama, grandmama, whenever I went in a villages and crow, whoa, I am getting the sound of crow. So they were saying somebody will come. So
Mhm.
is
And there are so many songs, written about these crows, when they're crowing. So there are so many songs I heard. There is a famous song, in the Rockstar movie, like Kagare Kagare. That's a beautiful song in the Rockstar. You can listen that.
earlier when people did not have the cell phone, they did not have the any
Mhm.
way to interact with the people. That time the crow helped a lot to just transfer their letters here and there. So due to which there are many songs which had been recorded due to that kind of scenario.
Yeah, when we talk about this kind of like, when cats cross your way, so you don't have to, pass from there. So do you believe in this thing?
I can't say I haven't believed, but I haven't faced such kind of situation so far. But I feel
Okay.
the best when I go to outside, when I go to get ready for a office and the crow and some yeah, sparrow, they have put some bad things over my shoulder, over my dress, so due to which my dress get dirty. So that time I feel furious. I try to kill them. It happens.
Okay, yeah. Mhm. So do you like any animals? Do you have animals or do you had animals in your house?
I don't like it. I have afraid of seeing the animal. I don't like the cat, dog, any single animal.
What is the biggest fear? Like,
My
animals you scared of most of all.
the lizard is my biggest fear. While seeing them, I'm not able to enter the room, and if the lizard is drawing on
Ah,
that floor, so at that time I'm not able to just go down
mm,
stair. I'm not able to step
mm.
out. That is my biggest fear, which I have found.
According to me, in my case, I kind of not too much, like a bit scared of like, bats. You know, bats. Bats looking very scary, like they are very dark color, right? Black color,
So
and especially at night they kind of fly or the house. Especially in village, they like to eat fruits, right? Like many fruits they like to eat bananas and this and that. So yeah, I don't scare much, of the bat, but yeah, bit scared because suddenly what happened, like we were walking down the road and suddenly it's kind of super away. So definitely you're going to get scared. And people have made lots of movies, horror movies. In Bollywood, there are so many horror movies about like bats.
I haven't watched the horror movie because why I haven't assumed myself to watch that movie because I have watched 90/20 and some movies are Cantervilla like that. So after watching that, I feel somebody is there who will try to kill me. So nothing will happen, but we have set that mindset inside to creating the thoughts. So
Bit
that
scary.
was
Yeah, whenever we watch such a movies like scary, like action movies, so subconsciously these movies are affecting your mind, right? Subconsciously, consciously you're not going to think that, but somewhere in your mind, this memory is going to store, right? You're watching, gathering like, this kind of like, intense activity you're going to see, like, hurting other people. So those things are going to somewhere
that
save in your head, so in
that
subconscious.
everybody is saying your subconscious if you want to get it famous, if you want to get it succeed in life, so your subconscious mind should be work because that is that much energy the subconscious mind has which can grab easily.
I read many articles about subconscious mind. Yeah, but yeah, it does impact. If you um, see, you have to give it a time little bit, so it will impact on your subconscious. Suppose if I'm going to listen affirmative videos, okay, watch affirmative videos every day. I will watch it for like 6 months. Only good audios, like a motivational, videos I'll watch. So it's going to impact on my psychology as well. In the long term, it will help me. In a 10 days,
Exactly.
I'm not going to see the changes. Okay. But within a 6 month, definitely something good will happen because my habits will change. The way of talking to people will change. So many things I will learn because of the motivation, like affirmations. So yeah, these things are there.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm. So have you watched any movie recently? Have you watched any movies in a theater, or do you prefer to watch movie at in a home?
I have watched the movie which was a Sabarmati Report, which was released couple of days ago, and I went to cinema movie theater with my friends, and I watched it because that was based on that historical, and that was based on the Godra Kand and Ram Mandir. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch that movie. What was the reason? How was the
Let's
people they
talk
were
about
struggling with that?
yeah.
So
Let's not
after
talk
watching,
about this kind of stuff.
it was like a political because, and
Yep.
I can say the news reporter they do not share the exact incident with that public.
Mm.
Somehow they shared that much, which can help to just get the rating of their
Just,
channels.
just, 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 just skip this topic. Okay, I don't feel comfortable to talk about this thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, ma'am, I think that's it for today. And
yeah.
we
That's
had, like, yeah, it has been like 27 minutes,
oh my
and it has
God.
been like wonderful conversation with you. All right. I really appreciate that. Once again, thank you so much for giving your precious time. Bye for now.
Thank, thank you so much. Thank you.